presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Has it all teed up. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Gronk. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And there are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down, here's Swift. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. He'll get 2 yards, and that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Putting the tight end in motion. Williams off the play fake. Chased out to his right. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it gives to Swift. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big deal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Williams from the gun. Has his man caught by Ragunzen. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Ragunzen touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah. does, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ty Chandler to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season now. And now the ball's in his hands.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Brought in right side. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook of the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. One play action, Williams. Line quick there, and they bring him to the turn. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Y'all can't talk about crazy. Anybody more Power Rangers. Also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous. Don't cause the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Keep it that touch of my head. Devils can't hear it no more. Stand up to the man.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Williams with 3rd and long. He puts him there under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
If you don't agree, ask the streets on your big 5 years, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now the inside handoff to Swift. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones in the mountains are really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Williams. Steps up and he's running with it. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 13-0 lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Getting out to his left. He'll make a big play on the ground. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now it's McCarthy. The left side brought in by Hopkinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Vikings first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Ruben Hippolyte II able to bring him down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little long, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. Catch made over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, it just couldn't quite hang on.
They're giving it to Jones on the option. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 33-yard attempt.
Reichert connects there. And that gets him back to within 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Set to kick this away.
Kickoff for the Vikings.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. The It's 1st and 10. This drive is going to begin with a run by Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Going to run again with Swift. With the second level at the 40. And he has this all the way across the opposing 45. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Bears trying to add to their lead. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. He's going to tuck it and run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he will not score, but that does set him off rock with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Johnson finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings with the football here late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Finds the in route, complete. And he will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that effort. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made at the 45. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. McCarthy looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not like the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Going again now, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Another throw here for McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A nice skate of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Goes right back to Jefferson, complete. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Again, McCarthy to throw. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but they never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. This one from an even 40 yards out. Reichert connects there. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Reichert set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside. Well, he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Slated downs to approach here from the 40. quick pass out wide. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Swift on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Santos' kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. He'll try and run this. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll run the draw with Jones. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. He's got it inside the 25. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Running a screen now for Jones. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Jones gets it. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now run here with Jones. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. McCarthy throwing here. Got it! Tackle way out for it for touchdown! The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game. Recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And it looks like the Bears are able to recover that kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
What point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now Williams. He's running for it. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears up by 11. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Complete right side. Burton has it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears likely locked up the win right there. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Santos now for the extra point. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Bears push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Dukes out a 1-stop. This makes it up to the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still 1st down.
to throw. Here's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10. It's McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Rolling again now. McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. Another throw here for McCarthy. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. J.J. McCarthy in the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game.
Vikings 20.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. They'll run now with Swift. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Minnesota spends its second time out here, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. There, partner, but no results. You fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout.
Brings up third.
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Here's Williams. Big strike here to Moore. They get 27 on the play. That's good for a Bears first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth. And they want to take one more look. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Going to be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot. And now you can enjoy the victory.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.